Welcome back to Movies on the Focus, the podcast where we dissect cinematic masterpieces and occasionally argue about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. I'm your host, Bob, and with me as always is the inimitable Alice.
Hey everyone, and Bob, let's just agree to disagree about the pineapple. Today, we're diving headfirst into a neo-noir sci-fi classic Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, released in 1982, a year when shoulder pads were king and synthpop ruled the airwaves. This isn't just any sci-fi flick, Alice. It's directed by the visionary Ridley Scott, the man who brought us Alien and Gladiator. Talk about a resume.
Absolutely. And the awards? Nominated for 2 Oscars, a total of 13 wins and 22 nominations. It didn't sweep the board, but its influence is undeniable. It's got that incredible 8.1 rating on IMDb, an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a solid 84 on Metacritic. Critics loved it, and the audience did too, with over 842,000 votes on IMDb.
The plot itself is a masterpiece of philosophical intrigue. Replicants, essentially advanced robots, are outlawed, and Harrison Ford, as Deckard, hunts them down. But it's not that simple, is it? There's a whole existential crisis baked into this dystopian Los Angeles. The film explores what it means to be human, and it still resonates today, decades later.
Exactly, and the iconic scenes. The opening shot with the towering skyscrapers and flying vehicles, the unforgettable, Tears in Rain, monologue by Rutger Hauer's Roy Batty. It's pure cinematic gold. Remember that slow-motion shot of the doves taking flight at the end? That's pure poetry. The whole film feels so atmospheric. Even the rainy, grimy aesthetic of Los Angeles in 2019, in the movie's timeline, is unforgettable.
The visual style is undeniably groundbreaking. It's a film that feels both futuristic and timeless simultaneously. And let's not forget the soundtrack. Vangelis created something truly special. It perfectly complements the film's mood and atmosphere. That music is just as iconic as anything else about it.
Absolutely. Blade Runner isn't just a science fiction action movie. It's a thought-provoking exploration of humanity, artificial intelligence, and what it means to be alive. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll. A true classic. So, what are your thoughts, Bob? Have you seen the newer versions, or just stuck with the original?
Well, Alice, I'm a purist at heart. The original 1982 cut is perfection in my book. But I'm open to discussing the director's cut at another time. For now, let's wrap up this episode about the original Blade Runner. Join us next time on Movies on the Focus.